Hi guys. So the theory that I chose to make unfalsifiable, even though it seems falsifiable at first, deals with the idea of animal cognition, specifically in chimpanzees. A professor of psychology from Harvard University named Mark Hauser came up with the following hypothesis. Animals share many of the building blocks that comprise human thought, but paradoxically there is a great cognitive gap between humans and animals. So what Hauser did was look at key differences in cognitive abilities that we find in both humans and animals to determine the difference in cognition that goes on between animals and humans. There are four main components that he specifically looked at. One, the ability to combine and recombine different types of information and knowledge to gain new understanding. Two, to apply the same solution to one problem to a different situation. 3. To create and interpret symbolic representations of computation and sensory input. And 4. To remove thought from sensory and perceptual input. So I'm going to focus on the specific component, which is an auxiliary hypothesis that supports the main hypothesis. There is a lot of research done about tool usage, and many scientists before believed that only humans were capable of constructing and using a tool. So the second component I'm going to apply to is the component that humans are able to apply the same solution to one problem to a different situation. So now we have information and research to show otherwise. Many animals, including chimpanzees, can in fact create and put to use various tools. However, studies show that while chimpanzees use tools for a single function, they are not able to combine materials together to apply the tool to a different situation or scenario. For example, humans have constructed mallets that have dual usage with the use of hooks at the bottom to pull out stakes and various nails from the ground. What Hauser is saying is that chimpanzees are incapable of constructing a dual usage mallet. They would only be able to create a mallet that can only hammer things into the ground and not pull them up. So using an if-then model to confirm the hypothesis might help you guys understand why the theory is unfalsifiable. If the lack of being able to apply the same solution to one problem to a different problem means there is a gap between human and animal cognition, then the ability shown by chimpanzees to not be able to apply tools to multiple scenarios confirms the theory that there is in fact a gap between human and animal cognition. So in the module we learned this week, we learned that what makes a theory falsifiable is that there are cases in which observation and evidence can disprove or disconfirm the theory. In this case, the observations and evidence that is gathered supports the theory, making it unfalsifiable. The theory continues to be supported through various trials and experiments completed. Like I said, there's 4 different components. I only focused on one in this video, but all 4 of the components supported his theory. We can continue to accept this hypothesis, and our attitude towards it is that the theory is unfalsifiable. But what I think is important is to keep in mind that the theory is unfalsifiable only temporarily, and that we should not reject the idea of it becoming falsifiable in the future.